Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me out of my makeup bag. This is the makeup bag that I take with me traveling most of the time. I just throw it in my handbag or my backpack or whatever and get ready with this on the go, or sometimes I do my makeup out of my room out of this bag. But yeah, it's just this pink stripe bag from Victoria's Secret and I keep a load of makeup in here. And yeah, it's a really practical size and I love it. I also keep, other than makeup, I wanted to show you, I also have this hairbrush that like pops out. This was given to me by a friend a long time ago, which like it's really good. It's a really good hairbrush, so I love this one. And then something else I keep in here is also my little Traveler. Let me find it. It's like a little perfume atomizer, and I just keep my Chloe by Chloe fragrance, which is my like signature like favorite everyday fragrance. It's the one I wear all the time. And yeah, I just keep that in here as well, so I can like smell fresh on the go. I just sprayed it in my mouth a bit. But anyway, yeah, this is the makeup look that I usually make out of the products that I keep in my makeup bag. This is really easy everyday makeup look. And yeah, if you were curious of what's in my makeup bag, I have uploaded already on my channel a what's in my makeup bag video if you wanted to check that out. It has changed a little bit since then, and you will see that in this video. This is more of an updated version, but I will do an updated what's in my makeup bag once it has changed even more, so I will keep you always posted. And yeah, also if you can hear a like humming sound in the background, that's our dehumidifier. It's raining here in Sydney at the moment and we've got our dehumidifier on to make sure our house will get too like damp and stuff, so that's what the humming noise is. I'm sorry if that's annoying. I hope it's not too annoying for you, but yeah, this is the face I'm going to show you how to get. And if you'd like to see how I did my makeup and what's in my makeup bag and all that stuff, then please keep on watching. Okay, so I'm just gonna go straight in for it. The first thing I'm going to take out is I have this little bag inside my actual makeup bag, and this has all of my brushes in it. This was the bag that I got for my birthday from Amelia. Thanks, Amelia. And I just keep my little mini like brushes in there, so those are the brushes I'll be using today. I always start off with my SPF. This is the Sun Balm little face stick in SPF 30. I'm just going to tie out my hair so it's like out of the way. I think it's super important to wear SPF just because, you know, sun damage is like causes a lot of aging for the skin, and so I really like this stick because first of all it smells so good. It smells like a banana paddle pop. It's just delicious. I just whack it everywhere. I just go for it. Also I really like this stick because Sun Balm is like reef friendly. I really like Sun Balm as a brand. I ranted about them so much in my summer favorites. And also something else I love about this sunscreen stick is it's smaller than like having a tube of sunscreen, so it's easy to just like throw into this little makeup bag and it doesn't take up a load of space. I'm just gonna rub that in with my fingers. I reckon that's gonna be like my primer kind of thing for today. I think it's very important to wear sunscreen. Oh, this smells so good. I just love this sunscreen. It's like one of my favorites. I wear it every day. If I don't wear that one and I'm getting ready at home, I use my other Sun Balm sunscreen just because it's my favorite. I love Sun Balm. I wish they brought more products to Australia because everything that I've tried from them, I've really enjoyed. Okay, the next thing I'm going to go into is probably straight into foundation. This is the foundation I'm going to use today. It's the Rimmel Lasting Matte Full Coverage Mattifying Foundation, and I wear the shade 103 True Ivory. And to be honest, I don't really love this foundation that much. Usually I just apply it with my fingers just because I don't really have like a foundation brush in that bag that I prefer more than my fingers, so I just go for my fingers and I just apply a squirt like that and dab it everywhere and then just rub it in. This foundation I kind of find a little bit like thick and creamy. It's an okay shade match for me. Might be a bit light. No, it's okay. I'm a little bit tan right now than I usually would be, so like a lot of my foundations are a little bit light. But what I really don't like about this foundation is it smells a little bit like silicone-y, foamy plastic. Like it's just not the freshest scent. And I just feel like because of that scent, I just kind of see it and like view it as like a heavy foundation. And like I kind of don't really like the idea that like my foundation smells so bad because it just smells like a bit chemically, and so it makes me wonder, like, is this really that nice? I don't know. It doesn't apply that badly. Like, it smooths out. It is like a matte, creamy kind of finish, and it does provide like a decent medium to full coverage. But I probably won't be repurchasing this one just because I have other favorites that I prefer from Rimmel that I think look nicer on the skin. Just like even the matte ones that Rimmel does, they have like better full coverage foundations that I would reach for. And I don't know, I just feel like this isn't my favorite foundation they've come out with. But, you know, it's in my makeup bag. I'm going to use it up before I replace it just because I don't waste product. I just use it up and it's good enough, like it does the job. I won't be using the concealer today with this just because I did buy the matching concealer, but when I apply this foundation, usually I feel like this is like a lot of coverage, and so I don't feel like I need the concealer to like brighten any areas or cover anything else. But I do keep the concealer in my makeup bag just in case, like on more natural makeup days I want just the concealer, and sometimes I just conceal around my nose and my under eyes and just leave it at that and don't do foundation. Or sometimes I want foundation and concealer and I'm feeling really cakey, but today I'm just feeling like foundation. I'm just gonna find a little mirror in here if I have one. No, I don't have a mirror in my makeup bag. It's really inconvenient. Usually I do my makeup looking into my phone and use my phone as the reflection. So I hope this isn't like too like streaky or like has lines or anything. Usually I like to like pat a bit under my under eyes, and I feel like that removes any like lines I might have. And then after that, this foundation, I don't feel like it sets as much. Maybe it's because of the way I layer it with my sunscreen, but I always like to set my foundation with this powder. Well, I just set this foundation anyway. Sometimes I don't set it, but today I want to. I'm going to use this Essence Shape Your Face palette today. And as you can see, I've hit major pan on all of them. That's part of my project pan. And I'm going to be using this middle shade here with this kabuki brush. It's an angled kabuki from Real Techniques. It's really cool because it like splits in half and like opens like that. And I'm just going to be grabbing the whole kabuki, shoving the whole thing into this middle powder here, trying to get as much product as I can, and I pack it underneath my eyes and then blend it over the rest of my face. I mainly want to set my under eyes so that they don't move and so that they're brightened and stuff, but I want to set my whole face, so I do really go in with this powder. It's really hard to get out of like the side of the pan because like it's really in the corners now. Like it's kind of hard to get out because I've panned it so much, but you know, I'll use up all the product. It's just really difficult to like get into the sides there. I am not stingy with this product. This is my project pan and it's hard to get out. I'm just wanting to finish it up at this point. I don't dislike this powder or anything. I actually do find it quite helpful. It's a good like shade match for my skin tone. Could be a bit light for me right now, but I don't care. But yeah, it is a good powder. Nothing radical to write home about though. Like I won't be repurchasing it. It is good though. It's not bad or anything. I just would like to try other things instead and have other things on my mind that I'd like to try. Usually if I like a product a lot, I will repurchase it. But most of the time, if it's just a good product, I'll just be like, that was good, thank you, next, you know? But yeah, this is really hard to get out at this point. I'm thinking about crushing up the powder and like repressing it, or even just like crushing it and leaving it in there as a loose powder, but I feel like that'd be difficult to transport, so maybe I should repress it. I find a lot of the time if I repress a powder, it doesn't really have the same like consistency anymore. I feel like I press things really loosely and they become a lot more looser in the pan, so that kind of makes me hesitate from like repressing things. Anyway, now I'm going to go into that bronzer shade in there, and when I do my bronzer with this palette, I open the brush up like this. So I use the same brush and I just kind of go in there, get some on the brush, and then just go for it. So I open it up so that it's a little like line kind of shaped brush, and then I just kind of, I also like pinch it so that it becomes like flatter again, like more circular of a brush, and I just like manipulate the brush so that it comes shapes that I want for my face. I do in the cheekbone area, I do under the jawline, I take a little bit down the neck just because right now I'm a little bit light compared to the rest of my body, so I'd like to like warm myself up a little bit more, blend it in, give a little bit more shape under the chin here, so I'll just do it like that. Take it down the neck. I don't want to look too much like I'm wearing a mask. I mean, I don't really care that much, but like I do. And then I'm just taking it over here a bit more. I really like an over bronzed look right now, so I'd like to really warm this up. And then of course I take it on the forehead as well, kind of on the temples and across the top of the forehead, really bronzing up the face, just like that. I try to get it in my hairline as much as I can, but I might not be able to do that good of a job today. Oh well, try and get it in there a bit more. That's good enough, whatever. Is it in my forehead enough over here? It's kind of not, but oh well. Kind of have a bit of a line there. Can I just blend that out? I'm just going to blend that out with a little bit. Sometimes if I feel like I'm too bronze, I just go right back into that middle powder, and then I go over it with that middle lighter powder. Next I'm going to use the blush from this palette, and I actually use a different brush for the blush. I know. I use this little flat powder brush. It's called the Mini Face Brush from Real Techniques, and I just grab as much of that blush as I can and go for it. I feel like this blush is like not as pigmented as I would like it to be, so I really do feel like I'm going in there to get it out. Out of all these products, I feel like I went through the blush the fastest, if you can tell, just because it was not that pigmented. I don't know, it wasn't bad or anything, but I just feel like it was a bit of a powdery product, and I'm like really going in there to get the kind of color and payoff that I'm looking for. I'm really into like an over blushed look recently. I used to be not very into blush and like never wear it, and I still have days where I just like don't pick up any blush, but when I go for blush these days, usually I go for a lot of it, just because I don't know, I kind of like the way a lot of blush looks. So yeah, I'm just going to over blush. I do on my like cheeks. I go all the way up like the cheekbone, this whole area. This blush has like a little gold reef like through it, so you can kind of see it's like giving me a bit of a glow. And then wait, I just want to blend out here a little bit more, because I have both the light and the bronzer powder on this brush. I feel like I can just like go in with this brush everywhere a little bit, and it just gives me a little bit more color. Then I also take the blush also on the forehead a bit. I just feel like it gives cute sun-kissed glow vibe. And I also take it on my nose a little bit. Like I want a bit more on my forehead. This is like probably turning out really bad because like I don't have a mirror. I'm just looking at myself in my viewfinder. So, oh well. So yeah, I just take it on the top of the nose there, kind of across the cheek a little bit as well. Not too much across the top of the cheeks, just because I want it to be more focused here, down the nose and on the forehead. But I like a little bit. It gives like a little sun-kissed, like, you know. That's all for this palette. Next, I'm going to be going into some highlight, and I'm going to be using the Stole the Show Super Shock Cheek product, and this is from Colourpop. I also have Major Pan in this. A lot of the things that are in my makeup bag are in my project pan, or I've thrown in here so that I can get a lot of use out of them to use them up. I'm going to be using this broken brush from Real Techniques. This is like, I forgot what it's called. Oh, a setting brush, and the handle broke off, but I was kind of disappointed at first, but then I found it convenient because it's short. I find it like easy to throw into like a travel makeup bag. So I just grab a load of this highlighter and pack it onto the top of the cheekbones. This highlighter I bought ages ago, maybe my first ever order I did from Colourpop, so that's why it's in my project pan. But I do still like it, and the formula still hasn't gone bad or anything. I just take the highlighter over this like whole C area. So I do it on the cheekbone, on the brow bone. I take it above the brow bone. I don't always do this, but that's like the most extra version that I do, so I'll show that to you today. And then I put it on the other side. This highlight's kind of like a whiter, icier highlight, and typically these days I would have picked up like a more champagne-y tone, so you know, it's still nice and stuff, but I don't think I would have picked it up today, but I do still enjoy using it, and I will finish up this product, because as I said, I don't like to waste product. But yeah, that's some highlight. I also want to work on some eyes now, and I'll come back to this highlight later. So for the eyes, I've been using, where is it? I've got this little brow duo from Rimmel in here somewhere. It just looks like this. It's the, oh, there's a hair on it. It's the Rimmel Brow This Way Brow Sculpting Kit, and I have the shade 002 Medium Brown, and I have a little brow powder and a little brow gel in here. So if I can open it, it just looks like this. There's a little spoolie and then a double-ended, like dual-ended, like angled brow brush, and then there's a brow powder and a brow gel. And I use the brow powder with this little mini eyeshadow brush. What's it called? This is the mini shading brush from Real Techniques, and I just get it and rub that through my crease with this little brush. I use my fingers a bit too, just to like, you know, blend it through the whole area. I don't do a like precise job of this. I just do a loose little shadow moment and just blend it everywhere. I should have got a mirror because this is going to be really difficult to like blend nicely looking in the viewfinder, but yeah, this is like the crease shade that I use, and I just blend it loosely through the crease, focusing the corner of the eye, like focusing the product in the corner of the eye, in the outer V, and then like taking the rest in. So this is the darkest area and this is the lightest, and like fading it through the eye there. And yeah, this is a really nice brow powder. I use it on my brows and as eyeshadow, and it's smooth and works for both. So yeah, I'm just gonna go get a mirror to make sure that that was like blended nicely, because I have no idea what this looks like, and I'll come back to you. So I found a mirror and I think it's pretty blended. I'll just do a little bit more on this eye, my right eye, just to blur and smooth the edges, but it's pretty good. Sometimes, sometimes I also use the highlighter brush that I used for my brow bones earlier and just kind of blend the whole thing because it takes the lightness of the highlight over the whole area and just like blurs it into like the brow bone highlight. I'm not going to go very dark with the eyeshadow because usually I don't. And then I actually take the same brush, that same little shading brush that I used on my eyes, and then I go in again with the highlighter I used earlier. This is that Colourpop highlight. And then I just put that on the center of my mobile lid because I really like the way that looks on my eye shape. I just feel like it's super flattering and like brightens the eyes. So I'm just going to pack that on the center there. And I also take that into my inner corner as well. I feel like this is like the unflattering part of the makeup. Like I feel like this doesn't look that cute until I put on the eyeliner from this point on. So ignore it until I put on the eyeliner. But yeah, I just pack that on both sides onto the mobile lid, kind of focusing it towards the front of the eye and blending it right into that inner corner highlight. I don't go all the way to the edge of the eye just because I feel like that can look a little strange if I go all the way too harsh, and I like to a little bit blend it into that darker color that I have as like color on my lid, just so that it like fades into that darker color that I have on my outer V. But yeah, that's like all the light color that I'll do. And then I'll go in with eyeliner. And I don't know what eyeliner I have in here at the moment. I always change it up. I'm always using up a different eyeliner or trying something new, but I always go back to my same old Maybelline Master Precise eyeliner, the brush tip one. Today I have the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof liquid eyeliner. I just have a mini size. This must have come in like a Mecca Beauty loot box or something. But I'm just going to be drawing on a wing on both of my eyes. This is a felt tip liner, which isn't my preference, but seems really nice and pigmented, so I like it. I might fast forward through this bit because, you know, it's just me drawing on some eyeliner, so I'll fast forward it for you. I feel like I've made this one thicker than this side, so I'm just going to re-go over this eyeliner and make it a little bit thicker. I usually like to make it thin as I can, but once I mess it up and make it thick, I have to commit to being thick, so I'm just going to make it a little bit thicker. My eyeliner's not that even, but whatever. Usually, I feel like a lot of the time felt tip liners can feel a little like rough on the eyes, and this isn't as smooth as like a brush tip liner, but I don't feel like this is too like tugging or anything. I also feel like this is very liquidy, like there's a lot of product coming off the felt tip, which is really nice. This is the first time I have used this product though, so it is a fresh brush tip liner, so that was really nice. Now I'm going into mascara, and I'm going to be using the Maybelline Colossal, oops, I just moved you. I'm going to be using the Maybelline, the Colossal Volume Express Waterproof, and I'm just going to be whacking that onto my lashes, and then I'll just do like some brows and some lips, and we should be done. So it's like very easy. I do this like, well, I don't do it at the moment because we have to wear masks on trains at the moment, but like sometimes when there's no masks, I'll just like do my makeup on the train, and this will be something that I can get done in like 15 minutes as I'm like on my way to my destination, on the way to uni, on the way to work. I can just like have fun on the train and do my makeup really quickly, and it's just a really easy look. Like I do the same thing every time. It's really boring, but you know, it gets it done, and I feel like I've got a face on. I feel like more, I don't know, cute. I do feel cute without makeup too. Like I wear no makeup all the time, especially in summer. I really like my face with no makeup in summer. I just feel like fresh, and like at the beach I'm like yay. But I love wearing makeup. I love applying it. I like, the reason I do it on the train isn't usually because I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna be like ugly at my destination. It's because I like enjoy doing it, so it's like something fun to do on the train as I wait to get to where I'm going. For my brows, I actually used the little dodgy like angled brow brush that comes with the little Rimmel brow kit, and I use the brow powder, and I just draw my tail onto the tip of my brow, just draw it in like that, and then using the remainder of the product in the brush, I just like run that through the front of my brow, just like that. I don't do like really precise brows or like really amazing brows, they're just brows. But yeah, they're the brows I do when I'm in a hurry on my way from my makeup bag, and it means that I don't have to like pack an extra product. I can just use that brow powder as my eyeshadow and my brow powder. I have little like patches in the front of my brows that I try and fill in, and I try and make them look more even. And then after I do that, I take the spoolie that's in that little brow kit, and I run the spoolie through my brows just so that they're like brushed out, and like I feel like it blends the product through my brows even more evenly. So I have like my tails filled in, but I'm like filled in at the front as well. But yeah, sometimes I make them like more defined, but this is like as much as I care to do today. And then I use this like face setting spray. This setting spray used to be the Mecca Cosmetica hydrating mist, but now I have a NYX Dewy Finish setting spray in here, just because I used up my Mecca hydrating mist, and then I liked the like size of this bottle, so it's like a convenient size for me to travel with, so I just refilled it with a different product and throw it in here, and it works really well for me. What lip product will I apply? Today I'm going to go for this random The Balm Meet Matte Hues shade. It's like a mini liquid lipstick from them in the shade Committed. It smells nice. I really like the way the Balm like Meet Matte Hues smell. It's like minty, chocolatey. It's kind of fresh. It's kind of nice. I would eat it, but don't. But you could. It doesn't taste weird on the lips. This is like a mauvey neutral nude. Kind of a pinkier nude for me, but you know, I'm into more brownie nudes typically. Almost on my lips, but better color, like a bit more pinky. I feel like it looks quite natural on the lips. I really like it. I feel like this lasts a long time on the lips as well, and just, yeah, really great. And then usually I take out my hair because I'm a hair out kind of person, but if I'm doing something more business, I might put my hair up so that it's out of the way. But yeah, that is the makeup look completed. If you liked my little get ready with me out of my makeup bag, please give this video a thumbs up, comment anything you'd like to see from me in future down below, subscribe if you'd like to see more content from me, and hopefully I'll see you in a future video soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.